Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. I wanted to go over this quick article with you all because John Williams is a very good economist. I've been following him for years and he does know what he is talking about. And here he warns that a hyperinflationary Great Depression is coming. Williams explains, put all of the political turmoil aside for a moment. The markets respond that this miracle shot is going to turn the economy. My point, it is not going to turn the economy. And he explains why. And I have to say that I agree. At least not soon, because of what has happened to the economy and the severe structural damage. We have had a lot of companies go out of business. In particular, small companies, middle class. A lot of people have suffered, and we are going to have more of that going ahead. Because there has been so much damage done to the economy, Williams says there will have to be stimulus no matter who makes it into the White House. Let's say the current president wins. He's not going to have any choice but to increase stimulus to try to help the economy and help people. If the contender wins, he's going to have to do the same. He is already promising massive stimulus. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I disagree with him. Here he says, where it gets really scary is if the D's can take control of the House and the Senate as well. The stimulus they're going to be is unbelievable. I think that it doesn't matter what party takes office. They are going to continue to print and print and print like never before. And he goes on to say, whoever gets into power, there is going to be more deficit spending. It's just a matter of how radical it will be. There is no way we are escaping massive stimulus for at least the next year into 2022. Williams expects to see some very large inflation because of all of the stimulus coming and predicts that eventually hyperinflation will take place in the United States. What I'm looking at here is this evolving into hyperinflation and into a Great Depression. So he's thinking that we're going to have a hyperinflationary Great Depression. And I honestly don't see any way out of it, ladies and gentlemen. That is why it is so important for us to prepare now. Now, what am I telling you to prepare? You prepare what you feel that you need to get through the next year. If you have what you need to get through a year, you can always fill in the gaps, but at least you will have spent a bulk of your requirements, of the things that you require to live, at a price that is current, instead of at a price that is going to be hyperinflationary in the future. To save yourself, you have to preserve your wealth, your dollar assets. To do that, you have to convert your dollars into physical gold and silver. Precious metals, and just hold them. Full stop, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's put a full stop right there. I agree 100%. However, before you buy one silver dime, in order to preserve your purchasing power, you should have everything you need for at least a year. If you have a warehouse behind your house, or if you have a warehouse on your property, and you can afford to fill that warehouse with goods that last a very long time, go ahead, fill that warehouse. However, most people don't have infinite amount of room to store stuff. So once you run out of room to store stuff and you have excess wealth, where do you put it? Some people say land. I think having land is a great idea. However, if you don't have excess wealth stored in a medium that will allow you to convert it to whatever new currency we may fall under, how are you going to pay your taxes for all of that land that you purchased? That's my question. I would love to hear recommendations in the comments, so please leave them down below. For that reason, and that reason alone, is why I feel that you need to protect yourself with a little bit of precious metals, but only after you have everything that you need to survive for at least a year, where you can fill in the gaps as you use those items. You'll be filling in the gaps with costlier items. However, you'll have the bulk of what you need at today's prices. He goes on to say about precious metals that they will retain their value over time as opposed to paper dollars that will effectively become worthless. You'll be getting a lot of money from the government, all right? But how much is that money going to buy you? Hyperinflation will bring political disruption. Hyperinflation is a form of default. Gold is telling us hyperinflation is straight ahead of us. When the Fed finally gets to more than 2% inflation at once, the real inflation will be 12 to 15%. After that, hyperinflation happens quickly. And if you want to watch a video of John Williams being interviewed by Greg Hunter, you can just go ahead and click on this and you'll see the interview. I saw that interview. I thought it was good. John Williams is one of my favorite economists because he pretty much tells it how it is. So ladies and gentlemen, what can we take away from this? What we can take away from this is that the laws of nature will not be forever manipulated by man. We cannot continuously manipulate the laws of nature. And the laws of economics falls within the laws of nature. So do what you have to do that will afford you the opportunity and or the chance to make it through this economic downturn that we are headed into. Because ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been looking around, we are already in a Great Depression. It is just being very well masked with the fear of this current health crisis. Having said that, I hope you got something out of this. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to this article under the description of this video. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Les Prepper. I'm out.